Hello, this is Randy Hill, Dr. John. I have created this video in fulfillment of week 7, one of our assignments, and I'm going to be the consultant that is going to provide information back to your organization, your company, around enablement. So I'm the management theory consultant, and this presentation is offered so that you can understand some of the improvements that we believe you should be following. Our task, Mr. Johnson, you contacted me and my consulting firm to provide some information back to you, and we have created this video along with PowerPoint slides so that you can get an understanding of how we perceive your company to be. In this, we will be speaking with your management and with your staff, and they will be answering several questions, and these questions will then help us determine and analyze some of the best approaches for you. Our tasking was to evaluate all of the management practices that you have in your organization. We were going to keep an open mind with what has been happening in the past and make some recommendations to you to help improve your management and help improve your staffing, and also help your managers improve their ability to deal with their employees. Our deliverable to you is this report, and we're hoping that this will help you move forward and help you be a more effective company while providing your employees better opportunities. Look at the next slide. What we did is we interviewed your management team. When we interviewed them, we had a set of questions. The responses I'm going to repeat back to you here. What they're concerned about and interested in is how can they get the best for and from their employees, the people that work for them. They also are concerned about being an executive and having an executive personality and what effects that personality might have on them as employees or subordinates, and what the perception might be when we enable the employees. They also have a concern about their employees leaving, and as you've had discussions with your management team and your HR staff, you do know that your employees are leaving. And finally, one of the interview questions, they now want to know, since we've brought it to their attention, they want to know, will engagement and will enablement create a better work environment for your staff and your managers? Next, we interviewed the staff. And the staff response had a list of questions, and they also responded to those questions. And what you see here is some of the highlights with what the staff had to say. They're telling us that they have ideas, but they can't get management to listen. They're also telling us, and you know, that many of these people are very well educated and they have lots of experience. But then when they look at the current manager, they're wondering from time to time if their experience and their education is leading their current manager to wonder about his place in the company, the manager's place in the company. A lot of these, like I mentioned earlier, are looking for a new place to work because they're telling us that as employees, that your managers are not promoting their ideas up to your level, up to the CEO. They're also saying to us and telling us that if management would only show the respect and the voice, they believe that together they can improve the company. Part of the task was for us to develop two models, your as-is model and your to-be model, and we've done so. What we realized, now again, this is at a very high level, but what we realized when we look at the as-is model, that you don't have any employee engagement. You don't have employee enablement. You're not showing the respect due from their experience. There's no career paths that are developed for these highly educated employees. And what was really unclear to us is you don't have a rewards program for employees that have creative ideas that would bring those ideas forward. When we developed the 2B model, we looked across other organizations that we've provided this analysis for, and we've come up with what we believe would fit your organization very well. We believe that you should create an enablement solution. We also believe that you should create an engagement solution and show that when a person has a lot of experience, be able to show the respect that these people have with that experience and recognize the experience. And then finally, get employees the rewards that they should have. That way they could bring ideas forward and would then see the fruits of these ideas. On the next slide, we've created what we call the current org chart. If you look at this, you'll see that, again, you're at the top, you've got a top C-level structure, the CIO, the CFO, and your COO. Underneath each one of those are managers, and then the staff is directly under those managers. What we're seeing is there's not really a direct line between the staff and you as the CEO or CEO. So there's really, what we see is no open door policy. We think that if you had an open door policy around staff ideas, that it would improve your organization. So what we've done with the lack of an open door policy, what we've done is we've created a proposed organization. Again, you're at the top, Mr. Johnson. You've got your CIO, the CFO, and the COO with the managers underneath, and with your staff. But what we've done, and what we believe will work, is we believe that there should be a person called a human capitalist. And that person would work directly like a liaison between the staff and the managers and you directly. So now the staff has a direct link between what they're thinking, their ideas, and being able to present those ideas to you directly. So in summary, what we believe that we have found is several points. We believe that if you had an engagement policy where employees would feel like they're engaged, if you had an enablement policy where employees would feel like you value their ideas, if you use their experience when ideas came forward and you saw the value in their experience, then you would not be seeing the employees leave that you see. We also believe that with these ideas should come some form of rewards offering. We also are hearing that there's training issues, that you should train your staff. And finally, and most of all, we believe that you should send your managers to management training. This would help them with the enablement, help them with the engagement, and help them understand the experience. I have several references that I've listed, that I've pulled this information from. They're listed in the PowerPoint. And if you don't have any other questions, that's my presentation. Thank you very much.